Yo, what's going on, people? I haven't made any long form content in a while. I haven't had much to talk about. Everybody does firearm reviews. I'm not trying to sell anything. When I do a review, I just like to talk about the guns that I own, and that I have owned. But topic that really has been on my brain and on my heart a lot has been firearm safety. A lot of people don't know how to operate a firearm in the proper manner. Thus, they do things that sometimes give them the Darwin Award. And I find no kicks or giggles or any fun in people doing things that can injure themselves or somebody else, or even kill somebody, because firearms are inherently dangerous in the wrong hands. So, first and foremost, I want to go over how to clear a firearm. This firearm is loaded with dummy rounds, which is that blue round. Oh, it's not loaded yet. Let me rack it. So, first thing I see people get wrong a lot of the time is thinking the firearm is clear when they just rack the slide and see a round ejects. What happens is, if you don't drop that magazine first, guess what? You effectively loaded another round, which just fell out of my firearm, another round in the chamber. So let's demonstrate how to effectively rack the slide again. Dummy round is in the chamber. So what you want to do first, depending on your firearm and how you have it set up, magazine release button is going to be on either side of the firearm. Sometimes it's ambidextrous depending on the firearm. Hit the magazine release button, set that magazine to the side, rack the slide. There's no magazine in it. It either do one of two things: fall out the bottom like that round just did, or it will eject off the side of the firearm. So, for the sake of demonstration purposes, see how it flew out the side of the firearm? That's what you would see on other occasions. And then, I like to rack the gun a few times, whether from the front or the back, and then lock and slide to the rear. So you can do this a couple ways. So I grab the top of the slide either by the optic or either by the front of the slide, press in with my primary hand, and push up on that slide lock lever / slide release. Don't let the fucks get in here talking about it's not a slide release, it's a slide lock. This serves two purposes. We're not gonna go there. Second thing I see people do a lot of times without knowing the state of their firearm is put their finger and start depressing or fiddling with the trigger, or even just having a finger hovering in the trigger guard, which is inherently dangerous because, hey, some guns have really light triggers, others don't. But I don't want to run the risk of hachoo and boom, hole in the ceiling, hole in something or somebody else. You're liable for every round that leaves your firearm. So if you damage somebody else's property, injure someone, or kill someone, you're liable. The judge doesn't care about an incident or accident. Oh, I didn't mean to do it. You're liable for that bullet that comes out of your firearm. So keep your finger out of the trigger unless you're ready to actually shoot and use your firearm, whether you're at the range practicing or you're in a life or death situation where you have to defend your life. That's when you want to put your finger in that trigger well. Find your sights, on target, press out, boom, neutralize your threat or stop your threat. That way you preserve your life. And honestly, those are the two main things I really see that's really dangerous, outside of people flagging others with firearms, whether it be in the range or, pointing at their friends, thinking that it's cool. It's not, because what happens if you kill your friend? What happens if you injure your friend, or you shoot a hole through something that you didn't want to damage per se, you can't afford to replace? Again, you're liable for that. So be cognizant, keep that finger out of the trigger guard until you're ready to use your firearm. And when you do press out to acquire your sights and to shoot someone or something or practice, know it's beyond that target, because some bullets do have the capacity to pass through one target and hit a separate target you're not intending to hit or injure. So know what's beyond it before you choose to use your firearm. Yeah, don't point at anything that you're not willing to kill or destroy. So, man, for the sake of not seeing a lot of that inherently dangerous activity on YouTube feeds or Instagram, man, I hope this video reaches as many people as possible because, man, I love all y'all and everybody deserves to live. Yeah. So do your best to, operate your firearm safely in a manner that, that you understand the gravity of what you're doing with it, because again, it does have the capacity to severely injure something or to completely obliterate something. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I said my piece. Yeah, until the next one.